tried to tune us out. Even changing the frequency won't help, buddy. You're on our sister station, 8WM AM. Impaired drivers beware. You've just entered a denial-busting zone.
No matter where you turn this dial, we'll bust you on denial. That could cost you your life. It's the ultimate price. It's your responsibility. Will you shirk it? It's not worth it. Will you shirk it? It's not worth it.
Hi, I'm Max Volume, and you're on Radio AWM's newest station, streaming from our driving place in cyberspace, www.awminteractive.com, as in common sense, what you lose when denial kicks in. Hey, this guy couldn't tell the difference between a behavior and an attitude, though his driving is probably creating a lot of angry, aggressive reactions. He's so impaired he probably couldn't hear this message anyway, but you can. Checking us out in your chat rooms? How alert are you? How many illegal and dangerous maneuvers is this driver making? What are his choice points? Does he even know he has any? Hey, driving when impaired is a deadly choice, and denial may be the greatest impairment of all, because it eliminates choices. Does this guy even realize how his actions are affecting the driving community? He obviously doesn't care. When he's impaired...
Then you modify and you are ready to begin anew.
AWM-FM on the air now with our Talkback Show. Today's topic, what makes you aggressive when driving? Hey, how about this guy? Look at him. How impaired is he? And do you like sharing the road with him? You'd never drive like this. Well, he'd probably deny he was impaired too, even if he crashed into you, right?
Yeah, what exactly is his impairment? Alcohol? Could be. Just realize that even small amounts can affect your ability to react and respond. You don't have to be drunk to be impaired while driving.
How about medication and other drugs? All kinds of medications can alter the chemistry of the brain and slow your reaction time and response time.
I'll say.
And when you're driving, a few seconds can make a life-changing, life-taking difference. Even some over-the-counter medications can impair your ability to drive a car. That's why they come with warnings on the label.
That's right.
But denial is the impaired kind of thinking that says, this doesn't apply to me. Look at this guy drive. He's the only one who doesn't see it.
Yeah, what about fatigue? The way he's driving, you probably think he's asleep at the wheel. And that's not you, right? Well, many people are sleep deprived and find their eyes closing just a second here and there on the road. Never you, though. All it takes is a second, and you can't undo the crash once it happens.
That's right.
Sometimes the only thing stronger than denial is regret.
And you mature drivers watching this guy, you think because you're older, maybe with lots of driving experience, that you'd never act as irresponsibly as this guy. Have you been acknowledging and witnessing your own driving lately? Making modifications to compensate for maybe some of the physical realities of getting older? Eyesight might need more current corrections. Hearing loss a possibility? These are impairments that can affect everyone, young and old, and can often be corrected. But if you're in denial about your own impairments, you're just like this guy driving almost blind and deaf to how he could be endangering others and himself.
Yeah, hey, and what about you new and experienced drivers?
We're talking to you guys.
Yeah, you laughing at this guy? You watch other drivers and think no one but you really knows how to drive? Having faster reflexes doesn't mean you drive better.
That's right.
In fact, you might be in denial too, because your inexperience on the road leaves you unprepared for things that happen.
And denying that you might have any impairments of your own because you don't drive like this guy is already an impaired attitude. You need an AWM wake-up call, because denial might be the greatest impairment of them all.
Acknowledge, witness, modify, and watch your safety multiply. Acknowledge, witness, modify. It's the way to drive.
No, you can't switch us off. We're everywhere on the dial. Radio AWM. Denial busting with a beat. The one thing about denial, just like our theme song, you'll keep crashing into it until you pay attention and take corrective action. Or corrective action takes you. Yeah, you can turn off the radio, but if you feel angry enough to do that, congratulations. The message has already gotten through to you. AWM. Acknowledge, witness, modify. Denial busting in action. Anger may lower your trigger to react, but when mixed with these other impairments, it's a deadly combination. But if you're angry and know it, you can take responsibility and control it.
Acknowledge, witness, modify. It's the way to drive. It's the way to drive.
radio station AWM. Awesome, as in awesome driving is about acknowledging, witnessing, and modifying, right, Max?
We're all over the dial,
You
Rod.
betcha.
Your window on denial. And speaking of windows, have you heard about how our car has blind spots?
Sure have.
Places where you can't see other cars, people, or objects. Well, denial is your own attitudinal and behavioral blind spot.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this guy. He just doesn't get it. He may have the coolest, most compassionate driving conscience.
Yeah.
But under the influence of any impairment, it's out of commission.
Like driving a sports car without a transmission.
Having a burglar alarm that's left unarmed, and if you're driving with anger, you are definitely impaired. Giving off those angry glares. Look at that. Won't get you anywhere faster. Maybe your leg casted in plaster. If you crash, you'll pay the cash. If you snooze, you'll lose. And if you're driving when you're drinking, man, you sure aren't thinking. And if you think this is a message meant for